Hey Gemini, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the first half of October. General readings, just take messages that resonate, leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. You can contact me below in the description box to set that up. And thank you so much, Gemini, for all of your support, your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions to the channel. I appreciate that. Let's get one more shuffle and see what are the messages for my Geminis. Let's see what is the message for October, first half. Gemini. There's two cards stuck here, come on. Okay. Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords, okay. Okay. One more. Confirm this Five of Swords for me, clarify. I know what this is, death, yeah, transformation, okay. Something here, Gemini, is gonna take some time. First of all, I want to say transformation, death card. Transformation doesn't necessarily happen instantaneously. It takes time. But don't let, I want to say here, like, don't let the difficult parts of a situation or don't let something hold you back. Almost like with the Knight of Swords, Five of Swords, I almost feel like we could talk ourselves out of a situation from taking action. The Seven of Pentacles could feel maybe it's a little bit intimidating in the sense that something does take a lot of work before you're going to see results. So it is a card of perseverance, patience, allowing things to, you have to work at something here. You have to put the energy, the effort into it. And the Knight of Swords is saying, like, what would you be waiting for? The longer you wait, it doesn't make that work show up any shorter kind of thing. It doesn't make the time frame shorten or, easier. Because the Death card is sort of showing me that this is where there's some transformation here. And it's kind of like we have to go through some of the battles or the difficult things. We have to kind of put an end to any kind of negative thinking or anything that's maybe convincing ourselves otherwise or talking ourselves out of a situation. Because how can we grow if we just stay in the comfortable mindset or the comfortable place in our life that we're not willing to change or we're not willing to let go of something else? Death, rebirth, right? Death, endings. There's change here waiting to happen, but we're kind of wrestling with that. We're like, it feels like we don't want to lose something, or we don't want, like, growing pains is what I'm getting. Things that are outside of our regular routine or things that constantly create different feelings or changes are difficult sometimes. Change is difficult. And I feel like there is something here worth fighting for. There is something here that should you really want to grow, to change, to transform, then sometimes we do have to put up a little bit of a struggle or a fight to get through these tough times, and not letting our mindset or letting drastic changes slow us down from thinking that it's too late. Because I feel like there's an energy here that might be too late to kind of catch up to where you may feel you want to be in a situation. And it's like, well, it's, how do I start now? Do I start this now? Let's say this is like, maybe you want to go back to school as a grown adult, and you might feel like being a doctor of 7 years is too late. Maybe it is, but maybe it's also never too late to start something. Is it? I don't know. Some people take the courageous step and do it no matter what the time frame is or what the time looks like or how old we are or how young we are, whatever. Okay, let's see here. Queen of Swords in reverse. Not making a decision, or the inability to make a decision, not being able to It's also like a lack of, I feel like the Queen of Swords is learns a lot, very intelligent, very knowledgeable, easy to make decisions, can sort of get down to business. And in reverse, I feel like I'm not ready to get down to business. I don't want to know, or I don't want to learn or see something that I don't want to know about. I feel like it's a bit of the denial or inability to make a decision or make a choice or cut something off, possibly. The Queen of Swords can be setting very clear boundaries, and it could be something around not setting healthy or not setting boundaries in your life here around something that needs to have a decision made on it. So let's just see here what else we've got. Again, I feel like that Queen of Swords in reverse is sort of talking ourselves out of a situation or convincing ourselves of thinking a certain way that we can't, or that we don't have to make a decision, or that, it's that. But the Knight of Swords is saying, like, go after it, take the challenge, take a chance, take a risk. The Wheel of Fortune. Something's going to change here, Gemini. I don't know why these cards are so stuck. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Okay, why is that? I think it's time for a new deck. Four of Swords. Okay. The thought of, like, you might have some amazing opportunities at hand here, Gemini, and some of these have already presented themselves to you in the past, but you maybe didn't take them up. Again, it's sometimes an opportunity in life can really drain us, or it could exhaust us, or overwhelm us. So some of you are sort of saying, well, that opportunity has come around in the past and I didn't take up the offer. And here it is again. And I'm going to rest on it and think about it. I'm going to step away again. So you may feel in one aspect or one sense that an opportunity that's truly meant for you will never pass you by. It may show its face until you finally take a look at it or jump on this opportunity or this situation that changes. So what's meant for you, or what this opportunity is, or what this change is in your life, if it's truly meant to happen, and even if you want to ignore or not choose on it, it may rear itself up again in your life at a later date. And maybe that's what you're experiencing. It's kind of like, I've been offered this situation, or maybe it's a person, maybe somebody has come up, maybe somebody has wanted to come into your life, and you're like, nah, I passed up on that offer. We met last year and I said no. And now they're here again. There could be a reason why something is reoccurring here, Gemini, because I do think the Six of Cups, although it represents the past and nostalgia and memories and all that, but I also think like it's playfulness. It's like, go entertain it, have fun, play with the idea of something here that could really change your life for the better. And I think a part of you may know that, for sure it could be a positive understanding of something, but you're maybe just not ready to take it up on the offer. So it could feel that you're needing some time right now to think it through, to rest, to rejuvenate. It could be overwhelming. You may not be in the energetic place right now to take it on. It's kind of like if someone said to me, do you want to go do the degree that you've always wanted to be, which was a naturopathic doctor? I'd be like, I'm too tired for that. I don't have the capacity right now, even if you offered me that opportunity. But if I had all the time and money in the world and rest, then I probably would go and do that. So it's like, there's a thing here of maybe the timing is still off, or your energy isn't quite lined up here. Your energy isn't high enough or full enough to take this challenge on. But I think that you have a good attitude here, Gemini, and I think that you realize that you know, it's come around twice. So if something's meant to be, it'll be, and I'll get it next time around or when I'm ready. So it's not like you're being necessarily negative about it, or I think you have a fairly good outlook on this. Tell me about this death card. I want to know about the death card. We've got Scorpio energy there. The Two of Wands. Okay. So there is something here in life, Gemini, that is presenting itself with a bit of a crossroads energy, choosing where do you want to go? What direction do you want to go into? Because something is bound to come to a change for you. Something is bound to end, or something is going to, Wheel of Fortune, show up that's going to make you choose another path or choose a new path. And it's kind of at that road where you're like, what do I do here? I have the open door. It's ready for you. Are you ready for transformation? Are you ready for change? Are you ready for something new, something exciting? Tell us about I'm just curious, Four of Swords. Why is Gemini, what's this tiredness or stepping away or letting go, resting on something? What is this Four of Swords? Tell us about that. Maybe you're exhausted or something. What is this about for Gemini? Oh my gosh, these cards. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you, you know, it's like you don't need something bad enough, or you don't need someone bad enough. I feel like you already have a lot of stability and abundance in your life. But I want to, I don't know why I'm saying this, but money can't buy us happiness. There could be something in your life here, Gemini, that you really want, or you could be doing, or you could enhance or add contentment to your life. And just because we have, maybe some of you are already feeling like you've kind of won that jackpot in life. You have everything you need. You have the abundance, you have the financial means, you have stability. So you're kind of like, you've worked hard to get to where you are, possibly some exhaustion here from that, but you're sort of like, I have everything I need, and I don't, or you don't want to lose your stability. You don't want to gamble something here that is already showing you the abundance and the stability and the sort of guarantee that you feel comfortable in. So that's kind of why you're okay to maybe step back or walk away, because you're like, you know, I'm good where I'm at. You may not want to, maybe you have some responsibilities that you have to look into and maintain the long term. You got to think about your future. So you can't change things too drastically here because it may affect the future for you. So you're kind of being, you know, you want to be responsible. Okay, I'm going to close the reading off, and then we'll do your Oracle of the Birds message. What is the closing energy for Gemini? The Six of Wands. Beautiful. This is a card of victory and success. So it looks like to me, Gemini, that you're in this place of you're gonna have success. You're gonna have a positive outcome. You're gonna accomplish when and what you want. Maybe you're already there. Maybe you're content with that. But either way, if there's something, a road that you haven't explored yet, or an opportunity that you haven't explored yet, it could be like the success in the making, or it could be an opportunity for you to really get recognition in a situation, or to succeed in something that you may not even know you're good at yet, or you don't even know what the outcome is. So Six of Wands is a very successful card, victory, okay? I like that. It feels, your reading feels very humbled and settled and confident and comfortable within yourself. Whether you take or don't take an offer, or whether you take or don't make a choice or a change here. I think sometimes with that Death card and the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes in life situations take place and happen and we don't even realize it. It's just gonna force us into something different. Something will make the circumstances align with the universe's desires for you to push you somewhere that you need to go. And maybe you don't want to force that process or push that process. So I think you're okay. Some of you are just sitting back saying, well, maybe I did convince myself otherwise, but maybe some of you are. And this might be an encouragement to jump on this opportunity, even though there's work in it, even though it's going to take time, even though there's a lot of work ahead of you for some of you. It's kind of enjoying that process of getting to the place of where you want to be successful in something. The egg. Wow. So you guys didn't get a bird, you got the actual egg. And this is the first time that I've seen this in the deck, but I've never had this come up in the readings yet. So this is fertility and new life. A fertile phase announces itself. Keep your energy field clear so you can fully unfold your creative power. So something's hatching here, guys. It's like there's an idea that's pregnant. Something hasn't maybe given birth in your life. It hasn't hatched, but something there is like, maybe you're sitting on this idea waiting for something to come from this. So fertility and new life. What does the egg tell us? This is really cool. This is the first time I've seen this. One sec, here we go. Oh my gosh, there we go. All right, the egg represents fertility, new ideas, and the energy field of the human being, the aura. It teaches you to heal your aura from within by expelling all demonic forces and dissolving all destructive patterns until your egg-shaped energy field around you shines, sparkles, and glows in all the colors of the rainbow, and you can unfold and live your creativity. Visualize golden or white light to strengthen your aura. Use your creativity for yourself and others. The magic feather message is, I am here to remind you of the unique gifts that you received when you were born. I am your companion, gently encouraging you to show your talents to the world and give birth to something new. Receive, preserve, and nurture your vision by guarding me as you would a beloved child. Everything renews itself. When the time is ripe, experience the miracle of new rebirth and the return of your power. Remember, you are divine force in action. Some meanings here: origin, fertility, and new life, potential and power, affirming life. The egg as origin of the world, Easter symbol of resurrection. Your affirmation, Gemini, is, I accept my unique gifts and show them to the world in order to create a new becoming for the benefit of the whole. So it's interesting because the gifts that you were received, the Wheel of Fortune, when you were born, as these is the children, the past, in the past, Six of Cups. So you have a lot of maybe untapped gifts here, untapped energy, but this is definitely it's reaffirming the message of that death card of rebirth, and maybe something has to hatch. There's a new beginning. Two of Wands. You know, you're at that crossroads. You're at that place, Gemini, where when do you want to choose to hatch out of this idea, this egg for yourself to grow? All right. I love your reading, Gemini. I want to wish you guys a great day. Thank you so much for all of your support, your messages. I appreciate everything. Have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.